Okay guys, finally getting around to making another video. I know it takes a while sometimes. This whole move cross country thing, really kind of a big headache. I mean, it is life changing. It's a big thing. So, with that being said, I've had a lot of family things going on recently that has really significantly postponed this whole video making thing. Um, Now that we've got a lot of that sorted out, we still have so much stuff inside the house to unpack and sort out and everything, just ridiculous amounts of things. But um, we got my daughter back in school and got some other things sorted out, so I actually have some time, uh, which is great for me, great for the channel, and then everything else because I'm able to get things done now. So. Um, with that being said, this is my new little setup here in the garage. I didn't have a lot of video footage or pictures taken of me setting anything up here prior to today because of like I said, lots and lots of stuff going on, and this kind of takes a back seat to family life and everything. Um, Gonna start trying to make it more of a priority to get done. Uh, but like I said, have patience, bear with me. This is just me throwing my life out there as it goes. Um, but yeah, so this is my desk and my setup or so. I know there's the Jetta in the back that is probably confusing to some. Some might know what it is. It's just a car that I'm working on that I may or may not part out, may or may not sell to an original owner. This is just a cheap car that I had thought about potentially parting out or fixing. It's a 97 Jetta Trek model, which is actually fairly somewhat unique, I guess. Um, Pretty interesting. I actually thought about keeping it for myself, but I'm not sure yet. Um, the owner thought that it might have an issue to do with the transmission, but it looks like it's just a CV axle or so, and shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. Um, that being said, give you a tour of the garage here. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to really film much stuff prior to getting it set up in here, but this is just kind of the current setup. So, yeah, it's like a cheap little Walmart desk. Um, Nothing fancy. Just wanted something to be able to sit down, relax for a little bit, get some paperwork sorted out if I need to do something on the computer, things of that nature. This is kind of just, this is my workshop, so to speak. So, I had to have a small TV set up just so I could, look at some things or watch stuff. Um, Obviously, I'm not, yeah. So, but let's see. Toolboxes. So, I decided to go with Husky toolboxes because I really liked how they looked and I liked the feel of them. And I can't afford Snap-on or Matco or anything like that because for something comparable to all of this, I would have been well in the thousands of dollars, and I'd rather have more tools and my lift and lots of other things. So, um, speaking of the lift, don't have a lift just yet. Um, was gonna have it, but all this stuff going on or whatever, that's kind of been put down on the list so that it'll get taken care of here soon. But I'm not too worried about it. I don't actually have any other cars to work on other than this Jetta. So the plan is, even though this is CJ's Mirage Garage channel, is that it's basically just going to show what I do on a weekly basis or so. Like I said, I'll try to put out stuff as often as I can. However, family things come up, and that's more important. So I'm gonna do the best I can to kind of juggle it. Now, like I said, I have more time, so I may try to put out a couple of videos a week or something like that if possible. Still new to the editing, so I'll get that. But yeah, just kind of a look around at something I'll mention that some of you probably will think is ridiculous, but even though I have the Husky toolboxes and stuff, I buy Cobalt tools. I like Cobalt tools, and I don't know, I've never really had any problems with them or so. I like their design and whatnot and stuff, and yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. Finally have an electric impact gun, which I've wanted forever, and the impact drill and driver set. So let's see, this thing, they had one at Lowe's that had like a stereo in it and all that other kind of stuff, and it seemed like just a big waste. If I want a stereo in the garage, I'll bring a stereo in here, or I'll figure something out. I do like the fact that it has the 2 power strips, and it's nice because it has USB ports and everything. The workbench is the same way. It's got some power strips on the side and whatnot. I won't be wanting for power strips, so I should be fine. But I'm still organizing. I mean, as you can see from my workbench here, this is just all random stuff that I haven't really had a chance to get to from the other house, where I just kind of threw it in places, and there's stuff piled in the corner over there. There's stuff all in these boxes. Yeah, it's still a process, like I said, of getting things packed and unpacked. I mean, I will say that with the last video that I put out, the garage was completely empty, and I was just explaining of how we just moved into the house and how this was going to be here and there and so on and so forth, and this here. Still not thrilled about those cabinets being there. I did remove the workbench that was over there in favor of a better one. Like I said, I do have this big cabinet here that I have. It's gonna be full of stuff. I just don't have a chance to actually put it in there yet. I do love the fact that it has a pegboard inside here. I think it's on both doors too. Yeah, pegboard on both doors, which is nice. Little crawler, so that shuts a certain way. So being out in the desert, I would say that it definitely gets hot here. It's nowhere near like the Georgia heat with the humidity and whatnot and stuff. I mean, it's definitely a different kind of hot. This, in my opinion, is a lot more tolerable. So I don't really have too much of a problem with it. I don't have AC in my garage, and sometimes it gets like 114 degrees outside. The garage still doesn't get that hot. For now, even though it's not like great airflow, I have fans set up in the corners of the garage for now until I get something else sorted out and figure out how I'm going to go all about that. And it, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't help that there's, let's see. Okay, well, I moved that other stuff out or so. All right, so anyway, back to the garage or so. There's the Mirage. So I've got some video of it when I was unloading it and whatnot and stuff. And it's nice to have it here, but like I said, because I haven't put out videos or anything, I haven't really had a chance to even work on it. I mean, do nothing with it. you can see, I mean, look, just caked on dust, just tons and tons of dust. A couple of the other Mirage guys and stuff, I see them working on their cars. I'm like, no, I want to work on mine, but I can't. So, I mean, like I said, family things first. Front bumper's just sitting back there. Don't know if you can see it from here. So the carbon hood's going to be gone soon. Not going to keep that. Decided I'm going mostly OEM body panels, for the most part anyways. Carbon trunk's going to be gone because I have the Evo trunk in my other shed. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I'll say that I do have, I think I mentioned in the other video, I do have rear discs set up for the back. And, I mean, because obviously they're drum right now. And I do have the 2-piston caliper big brake kit set up for the front. These are just slotted and drilled rotors on like the LS brake calipers or brake setup. Well, because if I'm not mistaken, it's been so long since I've dealt with any of this. The LS, I used to have the 2001 DE, which I think was like the same brake size as the regular LS. The older DEs, if I'm not mistaken, and I may be wrong, had a little bit smaller brakes. And so I had swapped them over for my other Mirage, and none of that was the greatest brake setup anyway. So I did buy from another Mirage member the big brake kit setup and whatnot with the 3000 GT master cylinder, if I'm not mistaken. So trying to get back to remembering a lot of this stuff because so much other stuff going on. I mean, I used to know so much stuff about the Mirages and everything else, so I'll get back into it. It'll come back. So yeah, like I said, the Jetta just here, you know, I can't remember if I've said it already, but like I said before, or whether I mentioned it or not, this channel was originally made for the Mirages and whatnot before a lot of life changes happened. But now what it's going to be is it's more going to be, like I said, the week to week, you know, a couple of videos if I can, just kind of a weekly what I do in my life. So, but you know, like I mentioned about the Jetta, I really like the fact it's a Trek edition. I mean, I'm a big fan of the seats. So there'll be more vehicles than just Mirages on the channel probably. Currently, I'm looking for an MR2, a 240SX, a 300ZX, and just a bunch of different older Japanese cars that I would like to work on and stuff. So I also like Celica GTSs and the Sentra SER Spec Vs, Mazda Speed Proteges, just kind of the unique, rarer cars that some people can appreciate, some not so much. So, but yeah, so otherwise, I mean, as you've seen before, it's desert out there. It's beautiful though. But yeah, so like I said, cluttered corner shop vac. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I mean, you'll see later in this video. I'll show. I did buy a trailer to trailer the car. I had posted on the Facebook page that, you know, that something was happening or whatever. It showed me having the car on the trailer. That's my trailer. So and I have what is considered a rig, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just a 16-foot California car hauler. It's just a regular car. Oh, never seen the neighbor's cat. So, but got a spare up front, electric brakes. But it definitely seems to be a good trailer, so had a catio built. So, but yeah, with that being said, like I said, I hope to put out more videos. Should be more car stuff. Do have a lot more time now. I keep saying that in other videos. I have a lot more time to do things. I have a lot more, and I didn't, because I didn't realize how time-consuming all this moving stuff would be, and getting family things sorted out, and kid in school, and so on and so forth. So a lot of that stuff's been settled. And like I said, I actually have free time in the afternoons. Well, I say free time, but it's time where I'm usually working, or should usually be working on cars and whatnot and stuff. And because of my schedule, I kind of work whenever. You know, I can work 3 in the morning if I need to, or 2 in the afternoon. Gets kind of hot around 2 in the afternoon, so not sure how the garage is going to feel around that time. So I'll see how it goes. Anyways, like I said, this is it. Pretty excited about how spacious it is, given the fact that if I were to move the Jetta over more, I could have fit another car in here. But yeah, not too bad. One thing I'm definitely going to miss for sure is having friends over and helping work on things and whatnot. So over time, sure that'll come back, just because we moved away from pretty much everyone. So but yeah, thanks for watching, and take it easy.